Right now, Bitcoin is creating a symmetrical triangle, and in this exact video, I will be talking about this pattern, how we could be trading it, and also about many other important things here that are playing out in the market, because currently we can see that the Bitcoin price action has not been moving up at all, while the S&P 500 has moved up significantly yesterday. So I will be discussing this and much more. Don't forget to slap up that like button on today's update video. Will be absolutely incredible. Can we once again smash a deck above 300 likes? That will be absolutely amazing. But with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content, and let me start off with discussing the symmetrical triangle right now on the Bitcoin 1 hour time frame. Once looking at the imminent short term for Bitcoin, we can finally start to see that we're creating somewhat of a new consolidation phase here in the market. We're clearly spotting a downward sloping resistance line from the top side and an upward sloping support line from the lower side, what means that currently the price action is getting squeezed in towards an apex, and we are expecting that today this breakout will be happening in approximately 10 to 11 hours from now on. And once this breaks out here, we could start to see, of course, another volatility swing here, either up or down. Of course, if we break the downtrend, we are going to see more upside, and also vice versa the other way around. The price targets that I will be having for this exact breakout are not necessarily so big, because if we're going to be having a bearish breakdown, we will be going towards levels around 16.5k, and if we will be seeing a bullish breakout, we will be targeting levels towards 17.1k. So these are not significant price targets. However, we could have, of course, another trading opportunity coming up towards us anytime soon. Also, looking at the 4-hourly time frame, what is in my opinion very interesting is that if you look closely about where we got the rejection from, we can clearly see that actually this level where we got rejected from provided resistance all the way in this whole trend already. And that is why it's going to be important to be breaking above that $17,000 barrier, because the 17k has basically been that important level of resistance that has been providing resistance the whole time in this trend right here. And that is why it's going to be extremely important to look at. Of course, if we do break above it, the next target that I want to be seeing a break above is at 17.5k, because that's the clear previous range high in the market. If we do break above the previous range high in the market, that is the point where I will be seeing a new bullish trend getting started. But however, as long as that is not happening, we are expecting lower lows, because we are already in a downtrend for Bitcoin. Then looking at the daily time frame, it is actually quite interesting if we're looking at Bitcoin, because if I'm looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, you can see yesterday Bitcoin, of course, saw this red candle right here, while in fact yesterday the S&P 500 saw a significant push towards the upside. And I'm saying significant, but it's like 1.8%. What is quite significant for the S&P? Well, Bitcoin yesterday moved down by an approximately 0.6 to 0.5%. And that is definitely not a lovely thing to see, because usually Bitcoin moves together with the S&P 500. And I mean, yeah, it's decoupling, but right now in a negative way, because the S&P is moving up and Bitcoin isn't. Why is it? I personally still think because there's so much FUD in the market. Of course, there came a lot of FUD about Binance. Also, we have, of course, the recent FTX collapse. And due to these reasons, probably Bitcoin is not following the S&P 500 towards the upside. But very quickly going to say it, if the S&P 500 does break this downtrend right here, it's going to be good for the S&P, because then potentially the bottom could be in. And that is also, in the end of the day, going to be very good for Bitcoin. And also, I want to be pointing out, if we're looking at this downtrend, it basically started at the beginning of 2021 here. You can see it here. On the 4th of January, this whole downtrend started. And if we will be looking to the S&P 500 downtrends, we can currently see that from a 12-year perspective, we are right now down 19.8%. What is the most worst correction towards the downside we have ever had since 2008? Before it, it was around 2001, and before that, it was in 1975. So we can see that we're right now in a list of one of the most significant downtrends in the S&P 500 history. And to be exact, we are currently on number 4. So this is a very significant downtrend. And of course, like you can see from all these corrections we had in the market, every single big correction, every single year that the market goes down so significantly, we always have seen a recovery on the year following. So that is also what I will be aiming for right now. I honestly think, of course, we could go lower next year. I'm not saying we can't, but it is very likely that the market is going to continue to grow towards the upside. And in these tough times, like you can see from history, the most amount of gains are made. If you're buying in a bull run, the gains are less significant than you can make if you're buying in a bear market. And that is exactly what I want to be pointing out. And that is also the reason why I am currently building up this swing trade position for Bitcoin. Because yeah, I am swing trading Bitcoin with 1.7x leverage because I personally think that the Bitcoin bottom is way closer than everyone is anticipating, and that is why I'm currently building up this swing trade on Bitcoin. I'm trying to catch the exact long on the bottom, and I'm only doing it with 1.7x leverage, so the risk I'm taking is most certainly not that big here. If you are interested in trading, you could do so as well. You can check it out in the links in the description right now here, and if you're from the US and you want to be trading, you can check out BitGet, because BitGet allows you to trade from the US, and if you're anywhere else in the world, you can check out Bybit. So check out these links in the description if you want to be claiming an additional deposit bonus. Looking at the Bollinger Bands, we can currently still see we're still squeezing in here. The daily time frame still has not made that move here. If I'm looking at the total market cap for crypto, for me, it looks very interesting, because if you look at this blue line right here, you can clearly see, boom, we had that amazing retest. The total market cap for crypto is currently having the perfect all-time high retest, and that is also making myself feel pretty bullish. Also, if I'm zooming in here, looking at the RSI, looking at the momentum, we're creating a lower low on the weekly time frame. Well, in fact, the price action is forming a higher low, what clearly means we're creating a bullish divergence on the weekly time frame on the total market cap for crypto. So that is making myself extremely bullish on the market. I think this is definitely a very good development, what we're spotting here. Of course, the legendary support line still holding Bitcoin up. We're closing the weekly candle 3 days from now on, and it looks to be that we're still bouncing from it. And I mean, this is, of course, one of the most beautiful patterns. Of course, we looked at the consolidation phase from 2017 and 2020, quite a long time here. You can see we broke towards the upside, and it followed in an absolutely massive bull market. And right now, we're also yet again creating another multi-year consolidation phase, because we've been trading in this pattern that I'm currently pointing out, the falling wedge, for already over 721 days here. And once it breaks out, it will most certainly show us a lot of volatility, and most certainly you can clearly see this is a beautiful pattern to be looking at, and I am personally trading it. A falling wedge is a typical bullish bias continuation pattern, and usually it tends to be breaking towards the upside. So don't say that I did not warn you if it's going to be playing out like this. Of course, I'm not expecting it's going to be a straight line up here. However, falling wedge, its price target is always on the top of the wedge, what is in this case around $60,000 to $69,000. So that is quite a severe price target. I mean, personally, do I really think that price target is going to get reached? I think it's likely to reach that price target, but more importantly, I'm going to keep my eyes wide open on this potential breakout, and that's also one of these many reasons why I'm swing trading Bitcoin right now here. So if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to slap up that like button. Make sure that you do not lose your focus on the market right now, because we have one of the most worst years in an approximately 14 years time. So this is the worst year in 14 years times, what means that the opportunity has never been bigger in 14 years. Because yes, in every single collapse, in every single economic recession, the biggest opportunities and the biggest money is made. So make sure to keep your focus. And this was it for me on today's update video. If you do like the content, consider subscribing. That will be absolutely amazing. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.